Hi, I'm Aiken. This is Nikki, and we're going to create a base save. That is what I like to use when I start new saves, and I've needed to make a new one for a while because I haven't had one in a while. No, you don't, butthead. So I'm hoping to do all of the base game worlds today, since we've already done most of those on the rotation. What it is I want to place all of the lots that I have built that I would eventually like to make a save file with, or would just like to have for now as a base save. It doesn't have anything to do with The Sims, it's just the lots. And I'm going to go neighborhood by neighborhood, place everything, and then I'll show you each neighborhood. I don't know. This could be absolutely terrible. I hope it's interesting. There we are, first neighborhood done. We have our cemetery, the library, a couple of houses. All of these are tiny homes. This is one that you hadn't seen before that I fixed up that I just had. I didn't want the one that usually goes here. I think it fits in well. On to the next. We will do the pancake neighborhood next. Before, we have two empty lots, pancake house, a little pink one, and the other one. Why did I choose to go to the one I actually knew the name of? There we are. Bob and Liz's neighborhood done. This one has quite a few problems. This was originally on a smaller lot. I gotta fix it. This is unfurnished. This is unfurnished. This one's fully functional, but very red, because it was for a red generation of Not So Berry. And this one doesn't have a kitchen. I probably have the version of it in a different save that does have the kitchen, and I'll be going through saves and checking all that later and just replacing any of the ones that I know are already furnished. This one has a version that I did every room is a different pack, but this version is the before the unfurnished. On to the goth neighborhood then. Before, one empty lot, goth house, and these two houses, I think. This one is Umbridge and this one is Park Shore? I can't remember. I think that's right. And I'm back. Okay. This is a plum craftsman that I built for a fair of the Not So Berry a long time ago. This house was not fun to play in on the lot it was originally in, and I'm not certain I like it, so I may redo this one and do a different house. But it's also not completely finished inside because it was another one where the family was earning it. And that's Bob and Eliza's house from the rot. They also ran out of money. And I want to put a community lot here to go along with this little park next door, but I'm not certain what I want there. It's a decently sized lot, so I could do just about anything. I think we're on the last neighborhood now. Yeah. And then we just have the stores and such. The shopfront area. What do you call that? My brain is just left. And this neighborhood is literally two houses, so it should be relatively quick. There we go. We have the goth house from my rotation, which I've never done the garden in. They have a more advanced one. And this is the same house that my Wheels of Chaos renovation is doing. But this is the version that I used for the Spencer Kim Lewis household when I played with them before, and they were cleaning it up. So it looks a lot different to what Blast has done with it. Which means I think I'm going to compare the two afterwards. Like, there's still trash sitting around, stuff they haven't finished. There's still stuff upstairs too. Does this version have... No. The basement is unfinished in this version. Well, we're done with this neighborhood. So the shop front, and that's it because I don't have a park for this one made. The before, and done. We have Strawberry Cinema, which is a cafe. We have a restaurant called Pops and Shakes. We have the bank with a art studio next to it, and we have the gym. This is a museum. And I don't have a park, so that's it for Willow Creek. I'll go back out and show you the map. Here we are. This is my completed map. So there's definitely some landscaping that needs done. You can see that for sure. And I've got to remake this lot, do a park. I need to figure out what I'm putting here. I'm probably going to do a new house for that lot. Furnish this one. They all need fixed and finished, but that's good. The Willow Creek is done. Yay! Alright, now we're in Oasis. I'm going to start here at the shop front. I think that's going to be easier for us. Before. After. This is from the other side of the street, though. We were on that side before. And I just bulldozed this and put a question mark because I don't know what goes there. I originally planned for it to be the thing Johnny is working on in his quest, but I think I want to leave that in the neighborhood it's in. So I do want it here, and to turn that... No. I don't know. So we have a nightclub, a museum, and a retail store, which is sort of set up to be a pawn shop. There's not much in it because it's one I was playing with, and it's lost a bunch of the stuff because some of it was custom that had been pulled out of the dumpster. On to the next neighborhood. The lighting in Oasis is so finicky. I keep having to change it depending on where we're sitting. We are in the Roomies neighborhood. This is where they live. I did this one pretty recently. So I'm going to go ahead and go change everything over. Well, we had a lovely crash, but I'm done with this neighborhood. This house is pretty much still empty. You can see it doesn't have its windows. There's the pool. Over there is the Eco Boy. It also has barely any furnishings. We have the Roomies apartment. This is the version I just recently updated to be a rental, residential rental. And that was a pain to place down. Unlike all of the other lots, you cannot change the lot type after. So when you go to grab it off the gallery, or in this case, just my library, the lot has to already be listed as a residential rental, or you can't place it down. Everything else will just ask you if you want to keep what's on the gallery, or if you want to change the lot type. Not super happy about that. It was a pain. But we're done with this neighborhood. I have another empty one here that I don't have anything to place down. Probably want to build another house for it. I'd like something that kind of fits these. So that this one can just stay the weird one out on the outside. On to the next. We are in Johnny's neighborhood now. This is what it looks like before. And done. Here is the after. We have the trailer I built for Dawn. This is Johnny's trailer. This was my drifter's first trailer. This was his second. This one I have a slightly more updated lot, but I'll have to go grab that. And I didn't feel like crashing. This is that club Johnny is working on. I'm thinking when he's done with it, maybe we get rid of most of the trailers and replace them with other things you might want to do. Maybe basketball, something like that. Maybe keep one or two trailers there to use for the Sims that come visit the lounge. I have no clue. On to the next. We're in Desert Bloom Park. Let me replace it. Here's Rocket Park. I've been here many times. Coming at you from the Landgrab neighborhood. We are about to bulldoze their funky house and replace it with the one I built. I'll be right back. Back to you, Tom. Anyway, I have placed both of the houses in this huge neighborhood. You wouldn't believe how long this took me because twice I hit the dumb go back to manage worlds button instead of the gallery button. I also had to jump into another save because I apparently never saved this one to my library. I loved playing in this house. I used it for a long play. Like everything in Oasis, it's 70s. And you can really tell how I play with this one. I have no landscaping except some grass I painted on. And I definitely, like, the whole build, it's great. It's good, yeah. Put some effort in. It's awesome. Not extremely decorated for clutter. And you can see I've lost steam because the garage is pretty much empty. Got a bucket of apples. Just why? I don't know. What was I doing? I got stuff I didn't even finish here. Pretty sure that's a bathroom or a walk-in closet. What was that? I think that was a bathroom. Just a little half bath or something. I really like this kitchen. I really do like this house. It was fun. The long play means that I put it on long lifespan and tried to play very slowly. It's something I like to do to reset competitive and challenge Nikki, who gets way too focused on skills and stops remembering birthday parties and fun events. And I just stay there and do robots all the time. Anyway, we're not here for the house tour, though I just did one anyway. There's that one. There's the Landgraabs. We're all good. I'm gonna hit save just in case it crashes at this point. And we're going over to the Caliente neighborhood, where I have literally one house to place. Here we are, the Caliente neighborhood. That's their house. And I have one that goes here. Literally just one. I don't really like the Spanish style of houses, so I don't build them very often, but I should at least finish this neighborhood out. That's the whole point of doing this. Welcome back. As you can see, I placed a house. I think it fits in, though if you look at it from the map, because the roof is so low on this house, these ones stand up taller. But mine is accurate. I was very careful. And now we need to go and do Newcrest. Yeah, before we hop over there, there it is. You see how it looks so much shorter than these ones? Well, this one looks almost even. I really dislike that they don't show the ground. I really hate it. Before, I guess? Here's this neighborhood done. This one is a mint one that had a bunch of custom content to get extra minty. So I had to quickly put wallpaper on it. It's gonna need some work because it has a basement full of career unlocks. This one also has a bunch of custom content in it, but it was from my Halloween party episode, my Spooky Sims, where we did bingo and tried the last 7 days in a really messed up haunted house. This is a restaurant. It's based on a gas station from Sweden. Newcrest is 50s, by the way. This lot that I'm actually on is going to be a bakery, and I have the shell designed for it, but I have not played with anybody to have them be a baker. And I want to build it up naturally because that way I will know everything works properly. In this lot, I have something on my console that is built specifically for this lot and in the 50s style. but I didn't feel like jumping on the console to grab it. So this neighborhood is pretty close to complete. It just needs some content taken out and adjusted, and I have to go grab that from Console Nikki. We're gonna go to the next one. We're gonna go to the long one. This long one, where it's all just in a row here. Before. All done. We got the drive-in, 3 houses, and a bowling alley. This house needs some spooky adjustments still. You can see the ghosts on the wall, but I took out everything that isn't able to be changed for the season. So like all the skeletons and pumpkins and graves. But the wall decals that you can change for different seasons, and they change their shape. Theming? Eh. Oh, that was my wrist? I know you heard that pop. Goodness. The blue one here in the middle is one I stole from Console Nikki. It is unfurnished. I also added that front bit there because it was irritating me that you could look right up into the roof from the porch. But it's completely unfurnished except for one chair and one bookcase. And when I saw the bookcase, I remembered why it was unfurnished because I wanted to build a special wall shelf thingy that was free floating. And I got annoyed. This one here is mostly unfurnished because it was one I played in and she didn't have much money. But at least the street looks complete. Even if some of them stand out. Alright, on to the last neighborhood. I don't know about this lighting. I suppose it's okay. It's just the before, right? I'll be back. Done. We have my beachy motel, a couple of little tiny homes, this little red house. Uh, these are both mostly furnished. They, again, were trying to keep under a certain price. This one's only 15,000 for all this, with this stuff inside. This one was for a red gin from Not So Berry. It was one of the houses she was jumping to. This was for old age. And it's mostly unfurnished. This is a community lot that I have not finished building based off of Red Rocket from Fallout 4. And I guess Fallout 76 and a bunch of them, but this one's specifically the first one you usually see. We got the little kiddo cars and some stuff going on, but it is not finished. But I do have the layout and stuff done. I need to do the other versions. But that's it. I'm gonna go back to the map so you can see it all done. Oh, I crashed again, by the way, right before I placed Red Rocket, because I keep going into another save to grab things. Like, this is that undone... I've just got it listed as Donuts Bakery for that area. I was like, well, I gotta go grab the Red Rocket. Thank you, phone. I gotta go grab the Red Rocket, so I'll grab that too. But this is it. This is my Newcrest. And I really only have a couple of things to build. The rest is like furnish and unfurnish in case of some of them. I'm also upset that these keep changing the name of everything. The residential rentals, to be specific. But that is it. That's my whole base game of the 3 base game worlds done. I do have a question for you. Should I stop here, finish furnishing these ones, like any of the houses that need furnished, do videos on those, and then build the lots that need built? Or do we want to keep going through the rest of the worlds to see all of the things I have? So those are the questions. Keep going through all the worlds, or stop at base game, finish base game, so that's Willow Creek, Oasis, and Newcrest, and then go on to do the rest of the worlds. Because some of the worlds have maybe 1, mostly 0. done. Especially some of the newer worlds don't have anything done to them. Or, like, Sulani has some, but those are mostly console. And like I said, I like to grab as little from Old Nikki as possible because it always lists me and then me again. Anyway, I'm done rambling. That is going to be a bye-bye. Let me know.